Good afternoon, everyone. Today, I'm going to discuss my training plan in fish product packaging in C2. So, by the way, I am CJ Ramos po, a BTVT Ed FP student, third year. Next slide. So, if you can see po, we have here the training gaps and training plan. So, this training gaps is ito po yung activity po natin, last activity po natin before mag-conduct po tayo ng training plan. So, yung training gaps po, ito po yung mga student or trainee na may mga gaps po o hindi alam sa fish product packaging and CITO. So, during my survey po, so, I just identify po in this presentation one trainee, which is a trainee number 1. So, he have a 2 training gaps in the basic competency. So, translation to training plan. So, just copy paste po the evaluate hazard and risk, maintain occupational health and safety procedure to your training plan, which is the trainees training requirements. So, next po, ang gagawin po natin is from the TR. So, babalikan po natin yung TR or yung training regulation po ng fish product packaging NC2. So, if you can see po, nasa TR po natin, hanapin nyo po yung unit of competency, which is the practice occupational health and safety procedure. Copy-paste po yan and ilalagay mo po siya sa baba ng trainee trainings requirement. Next po is the element. So, if you can see po, nakuha po yung element o yung trainee training requirements doon po sa element ng TR po natin. Next po is si evaluate hazard and risk. Meron po siyang tatlong performance criteria. So, ilalagay po natin siya dito sa training activity task. Before that, we need to replace this statement into activity form po. So, if you can see po, ni-replace ko po itong performance criteria into activity form from terms of maximum to identify the maximum. Same process lang po dito sa maintain OS and awareness. So, next slide po, which is the survey po. So, just like what I've said kanina po, I conducted a survey. The mode of training can be found based on my survey that I've conducted through G-Form. So, each trainee have different learning style. So, si trainee 1 po, consider po niya ang sarili as a visual learning and kinesthetic. So, nakadepende po doon sa survey natin ang mode of training. So, next is the survey training. So, in this slide, it will focus on the stuff in my training plan. I've mentioned Rafael Ibrahim as my supervisor in this qualification, which is the fish product packaging. So, it's up to you, the trainee, kung sino po ang gusto mong ilagay dito sa staff. So, next is the facility, tools, and equipment po. So, if you can see, balik naman po tayo dito doon sa TR mo. So, nakikita po itong itong tools and equipment is doon sa TR mo. Specific is on the range of variables. So, the tools and equipment can be found at the range of variables of your training regulation. Just simply copy-paste all depending on the learning outcome. So, we have a different facility, tools, and equipment sa kada learning outcomes po natin. So, hindi po sila pare-pareho. So, next is the survey and training plan. So, balik po tayo sa survey. So, the training venue, which is the CRR Fish Packaging NC2, which stand for CJ Reyes Ramos Industry. So, I just ano na lang po, yung pangalan ko po, yung venue. So, next is the assessment method. So, if you can see, the assessment method can be found in at the evidence guide of your TR, which is specifically nasa method of assessment dyan. So, copy-paste na lang po yan, then put it on your training plan. Next is the date and time. So, if you can see po, dito sa date and time, we can found it at the section 3, which is the training standard. So, in every competencies, which is the basic, common, core, it has a allocated hours para gugulin ng estudyante o yung trainee mo. So, sa 18 hours, ay sa basic meron tayong 18 hours, common 14, and sa core is 120 hours. So, when it comes to date and time, we can find it at the section 3, sabi ko nga. It is the curriculum design. So, in the basic competency, we have 18 hours divided by the numbers of learning outcomes, which, well, we have 11 equal to 1.63. Convert it into time, which is every LO, it has a 1 hour and 30 minutes. So, if you can see, dito sa date and time ko, and every activity I put a allocated hour for each activity to accomplish by the trainee. So, same process lang po doon sa common and core. So, that's ends my presentation. I hope you learned something. Thank you everyone. God bless.